All right. I don't even know how to start this.
Well, it's your show, so...
It's my show, but I don't have any control over it, even on the one that's kind of hosting / actually editing it. Don't worry about that part. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to Everyone Else Has a Podcast. This is a podcast where I just wanted to create one because I felt left out. Yep.
Nice.
That's how we're going to start it. My name's Rikos or Nick. Doesn't matter. I don't care what the hell anyone calls me as long as you call me by name. With me I have...
Cosmironic is the name I go by online.
Hi.
Hello.
I'll just call you Cosmo, even though there's technically no O after the M. But
yeah, I mean it's kind of a nickname that came to be. Like, I only know one person who calls me Cosmi, where everyone else just calls me Cosmo. But I'm fine with either of the two.
Look at you accepting the name that everyone else gave you.
Yeah, well, it's more like I have no preference. I'm fine. I don't see. Usually, when people try to spell my real name, they get it wrong, and I'm just used to people getting my names wrong. So I guess that's part of it too.
I mean, yeah, I'm the same way. Mine's actually spelled with no H, and so it's technically Nicholas, but Nicolas. And guess how many times I have to correct someone about that spelling? Or it's my favorite whenever they just read it, they don't actually pay attention, they just call me Nicole. That's always fun.
Damn.
That's not bad memories right there from elementary. What are you talking about? Well, anyways, there's no format to the show. The only thing I told him, Cosmo, is just the fact that I'm going to probably be tired because right now it's 8:51 a.m. for me, and it was a thunderstorm last night. I think I got 4 hours of sleep in total.
Sheesh.
Yikes.
Sounds heavy.
On the bright side, I managed to actually do some editing for the first time ever. I mean, I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel, and I literally haven't touched that thing in a year, so that's going to be fun.
I know that feel.
God damn, it's so bad. It's so bad. But no, I actually managed to finish the first edit for Ice's stream, and it's a quote unquote fan edit, but she's gonna put it on her channel. I'm excited for that.
I see.
I'm so excited for that because without spoiling much, there's a lot of lesbians. That's all I'm gonna say. That's literally the only thing I can say about that. And ironically, that's the one critique she gave me about a certain counter. Don't worry about it. You'll see. Hopefully
okay.
I can. Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully I can have that finished up by either today or tomorrow. That's my goal. And then I can just send it on over to her and she can do whatever the hell she wants with it.
So how much footage did you have and how short is the result?
It's a 3-hour stream.
Oof.
I managed to get down to about 18 minutes. I want to see if I can cut it down to at least 15. That's my goal in the end because I don't want it too long.
Yeah.
But let's just say right now everything is just comedy gold. Like I love every second of it right now. So it's
great.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's like it's at that moment. It's like, okay, what else can I cut? How do I really want to cut this? That's the hard part. Also, you might hear some noises in the background. That's my dog. He's a little needy right now. He's just literally at my feet pawing at me.
Oh, cute.
Adorable. I'll maybe have a picture of him up. Who knows? Again, post me. Do whatever the hell you want.
Message to your future self.
Listen to my future self, guy. I'm at the mercy of him. It's awesome. Anyways, what's been going on with you, man? Tell me about your life.
Yeah, I'm studying at the IT university. I'm studying game design.
Ooh.
And that's been super busy ever since I started.
I can imagine.
So the coming week, I have off. Like, it's a public holiday for schools, mostly here in Denmark. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna enjoy. Finally get some rest.
Hey, especially with game design. Like I've seen some stuff from people that actually do game design and also watch some documentaries. Yikes. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, especially because I mean, the course is divided into two tracks. There's one with called game technology, which is for all the programmers, and
Right.
one called game design. And I'm on design because I'm not that great with code.
Mm.
But still, we have a subject called programming for designers.
Uh-oh.
So we get to try it and do stuff with it. We're working in something called processing.
What's that?
It's one of the many code languages. It's very visual, so that's why we're learning it. But I mean, a lot of the structures in it looks like, you know, your generic like C# or PHP. Like it has all the principles of like while loops and for loops and if statements and all that kind of shit.
Gotcha. I know little. I mean, when I say little, I mean a little bit of programming. I took in a few online courses about C#. Don't worry about it. So I think I know what you're talking about, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, no, not for me.
Yes.
I love technology.
Yes.
I love games. I think I would go crazy if I ever tried to make either or.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get that totally.
I mean, I'm kind of crazy right now, and I'm just doing videos, even though I haven't done a video in over a year. Shut up. Don't worry about it.
I didn't say anything.
What? I heard you thinking.
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't even know.
Dude, look. I think I created my channel back in 2011. And I only really started making videos for it last year.
Fun.
Maybe 2016. So there's at least 5 years where there was silence for the most part.
Hey, I started technically. I technically have two channels. One's my personal one, which I don't know if you've actually seen, Nicholas Montoya. And I don't care about hiding my name. No one's interested in me. No one ever is. Oh,
Aw.
sad moment. Anyways, by the way, I just love it how with my avatar is just there with the thumbs up. Me saying that. Oh, it's amazing.
It's like, yeah, no one cares.
Woo! I'm depressed. What? Anyways, but no. So I created my original channel in 2007. I didn't create anything for a very, 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 very long time until like 2015, I want to say. And then I decided to like just do one-off things because I wanted to actually see what it was like. They sucked. I deleted them later in life because I was like, yeah, these are horrible. I don't even want to look at them. And then finally in 2016, I decided to create this channel, Ride Coast, and actually put some effort into it. But then I realized real quick, I started getting burned out, and now all of a sudden I was just like literally just cheating as a chore. And I was like, yeah, I need to stop. And so I thought I was going to take like maybe a few months hiatus. And here we are.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm just doing a lot of Twitch stuff just because it's easier for my time. I think I told you my schedule.
Yeah.
I told you my schedule a little bit. Like I literally during the day I can't do anything because I'm at work, and then when I get home I had to take care of like 25 things my parents throw onto me. It's so much fun. So much fun.
Lovely.
I know, right? It's like, oh wait, you want to have a life outside of doing chores for me? What? What is this?
That's not how life works, man.
Ain't that
Nothing but chores.
Nothing but chores. Even as when you go into your work, it's like, here's your chore for the day. Talk to people about IT. Oh god. Oof. Yeah, welcome to my life, dude. I have stories for you. I won't share all of them because I'm gonna make this like a long thing. But let me just say this: what happened this week?
Okay.
I had someone get upset with me because they couldn't figure something out. It was awesome. Oh wait, I just realized I'm not technically recording this. Well, that's awkward. I'm just gonna record halfway. No, it was recording. I was lying. Damn it. Oh boy.
That's fine. It's fine. It's a pilot.
So if Cosmos gets technically out of sync right here, I blame the past me, aka the current me. Don't worry about it. I should just stop worrying about stuff and actually just focus. Anyways, what I was saying.
Go on.
Go on. Yes. No, but so I had this one user who called me who got upset because someone didn't call them back. I check the ticket because we have a ticketing system. Basically, my boss tells me if you didn't log in the ticket, you didn't do it. So everyone has to log in. I look at what the technician said. The technician said that they tried calling the number that they left us 3 times, left an email instead. When I told them this, they said, well, I don't check my email.
Well, that's going to help.
I just sat there. I was just like, I'll tell them to call you back. And that's all I said. That's all I said. I just they're like, okay, good. And we just hung up. It's just like, I always used to think those people that got scammed by scammers, I didn't think they would actually exist. I thought that was just like, there can't be people like that. Yes, there can. What are you doing, dog?
What's up, dog?
He has oh my God, how the hell did you chew that? Well, there goes a $10 headstand. That's fine.
Wow.
Dude, this little guy, he'll chew anything, and he also thinks anything's a game. So the moment you try to literally grab him for something actually serious, he'll run away from you, wagging his tail, like, this is a game. Like, no, dude, I need to actually grab you right now. The door is going to open. You're going to run out. You're literally 7 pounds. You're going to get hit or taken by a bird. Have you ever seen the Proposal?
No.
It's one with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. It's set in Alaska, and there's actually a small little dog that they don't want to go outside because the eagle will take it. Well, Sandra Bullock's character wasn't paying attention and accidentally took the dog outside, and there's an eagle that came. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid with this stupid dog. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
How old is it?
Less than a year old.
Aw, cute.
It's adorable, but also really annoying because he's trying to bite my toe right now, and I'm just moving my foot, but he thinks it's a game again, and I'm like, stop. Anyways.
Cool.
Right? Stop it. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about, I don't know, what do you want to talk about?
So jumping back to YouTube channels. I don't know if you have, you probably have gotten this question before, but what's the story behind your name? Your channel name?
Random name generator in 2008.
Perfect.
That, I kid you not. It was just like, Rykos, that sounds so cool. Do I even know what it is? No. But I think it might be Russian for something. I don't know. Every time I decided to look up right when I started my channel, Ryko. I initially wanted to call it Ryko because that's actually what it was, and then I realized, there was already the Twitter handle taken, so I decided Rykos. And I looked it up, and it's just a bunch of either German or one of the Eastern European countries. They just basically, it was just nothing but that, and I was just like, I understand now. I don't even know. That's as
maybe you are a verb for something.
I don't even know at this point. At this point, I'm probably something very, very vulgar, and I wouldn't be surprised. That would be my life. Well, what about you? Tell me about your name.
Cosmironic. Okay, so the short version is it's a combination between cosmic and ironic. So plays with this whole cosmic irony principle, also called the irony of fate, basically, where gods are toying with the human minds for their own amusement.
Yeah, that I studied creative writing in college. That was literally all of our studies ever.
Nice.
That's actually what our professor told us, is those stories with the Greek gods where they just decide to mess with everyone? That's going to be you for your characters.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was fun. But what's the very long version?
Oh boy, okay. I guess we have time.
There is no script to this. You have plenty of time.
Great. Okay, so back in 2011, one of the most stressful years of my entire life. One of the episodes was basically this. I was at a film school,
Mm-hmm.
and we were preparing our graduation film. That's like the big short film you have to make. You get a budget for it,
Nope.
and you get to go crazy. So
No
we
pressure.
were, yeah, exactly. So we were planning on making this movie about a guy, a former drug addict who just went out of rehab and he tried to settle in with normal society. And production was going very well. We had like location, we had props, we had the cameras, we had everything, we had the actors too, and our lead actor was also himself a former drug addict in rehab. So for him, it was also like a very important role.
Therapeutic.
So, yeah, exactly. So days pass and we get closer and closer to the first day. We are going to record all of this, or film. And suddenly we can't get a hold of our lead actor.
Uh-oh.
And this goes on for a couple of days, actually. And then our director gets a phone call from the rehab center that our actor died in an overdose.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, I can see where the name's coming from now.
Yeah, exactly. Because that was like, oh my god, this did not just happen. And everything went into turmoil. Like, what are we going to do? We have so much on the line here. Can we find a replacement so quickly? Should we just cancel all of it? This and that. So we were like stressing out for a couple of days. And I remember going home, I think it was the same day that we got the news. I just thought about this whole thing of like cosmic irony. Like ironic things happening, like this is never gonna happen, and then it happens, and it's like a recurring theme in some things in my life. So I just started reading about it, and I liked the term cosmic irony. And actually, I found some random guy who made an entry on Urban Dictionary called Cosmironic because he wanted to use that as a word like that is so Cosmironic. So he put that entry there, and I just thought it sounded cool. So I was like, "That's mine now."
So you plagiarized it. Gotcha.
Yeah,
100%. Like
that's
that.
it.
Nope, no remorse. And while most people would probably be scarred for the rest of their lives after this kind of horrible tragedy, you took it as a name for your future self.
I turned it into something positive or something meaningful to me, at least.
Hey, there you go.
Because up to that point, you know, I'm very, names mean a lot to me. So I have for many years tried to find a good name to use online, and I jumped from this to that and this and that. Nothing really stuck, but this one suddenly had a whole story behind it that I really liked.
So what you're telling me is the moment I told you that I had a random name generator as a name, it kind of was a punch in the gut for you.
Well, most people that I know got their names from like random shit. So I think I'm the odd one out here because I have something meaningful behind it.
All right, calm down, other plagiarism of the famous YouTuber. I mean, what? No, that's actually really cool, man. Like, I wish I was good with coming up with names and stuff like that, like actually finding meaning behind them. Again, went to school for creative writing. Literally every single one of my characters is placeholder name number 1, placeholder name number 2.
Oh, God.
And then nothing ever happens. And also, my screen might have just accidentally stopped for a second. Hold on 1 second. I'm just professional podcaster. I'm not even going to try to lie.
It's, as I said, this is a pilot.
This is
It's
100.
fine.
The sad part is, I don't think it's gonna get much better. I think it's
Well,
just gonna be like this forever. So, which at this point, I'm like, yay, we're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
remember to subscribe for more episodes of this podcast, people.
And it may be monthly, probably. Yes,
Ooh.
monthly. I'll just grab random.
Emphasis on May.
May might be my next person, actually. I don't know. I'm just gonna go random people and just be like, hey, you want to do a podcast? And be like, who are you? And be like, you've known me for years. You know me.
Sounds like a plan.
It really is. I'm just like, honestly, I just kind of want to like have an excuse to actually sit down, talk with people. I mean, hell, this is actually fun fact, people. A little behind the scenes is we've actually never talked before face to face or voice to voice.
Voice to voice, rather. Yeah, there's no webcam.
Yeah, you don't want to see my face right now. I may have hair just going everywhere.
Well, I don't have a webcam on my PC, so
Smart.
yeah.
Smart.
Then I don't need to deal with that hassle.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to get like one of those stupid little pieces of paper to put over my webcam face. I mean,
Yeah, everyone seems to do that.
yeah. It's always funny to me. I have people that I work with that get so paranoid about that, but they complain every single time we have to change our password because they use the same password for everything, and so they'll forget. I'm just sitting there like,
I mean, what's more likely to happen? That someone gets your password or someone hacks your webcam?
I think everyone just hates it because, especially on laptops, is when you put it on your lap, it's never a flattering angle of yourself.
True.
God, it's like triple chins for days. I'm not speaking from experience or anything. What?
I'm certainly not. I've always been underweight.
Ugh, I'm the exact opposite. Like, even when I was in the best shape of my life, when I ran 5Ks every single day, I could literally do like 15 pull-ups. I can like basically do whatever the hell I wanted. I could possibly do gymnastics. I'm 5'10", which is actually, hold on. Let me pull up the little thing real quick. This is totally not going to the final edit or anything like that.
Totally not.
Inches to centimeters. There we go. So,
hey, that's helpful.
Right? What's it? So 70 inches is 177 centimeters.
Yep.
And for my mass, the lowest I ever weighed when I was an adult is 190, which is 86 kilograms. Like,
okay.
yeah. So even when I was like quote unquote skinny, I was bulky. Just because.
Right.
Oh my God. I totally just accidentally closed that out. Don't worry about that.
It's fine.
The sad part is it's on display capture, so everyone can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like that for when this happens. God, post edit me loves Past Me because Past Me is an idiot. But yeah, like that's
fun.
It's basically been
fun to yell at.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Like that was basically me. Is just like doesn't matter how little I ate or how much I ate when I was actually active. I would just always be that weight, and I'm just like, okay, I just accepted it.
Right.
Although it's funny, my RA in college. This is when I was getting really into fitness. Sorry about that. Our RA is basically resident assistant. Basically, is the one that makes sure we don't kill ourselves with workload, and also making sure that roommates don't accidentally walk in on each other and scream and yell at each other.
Oh, that's.
I definitely. Yeah, I wasn't RA. I wasn't RA, so I was the one. Also, you get the 3 a.m. calls. Hey, I locked myself out of my room. Can you get me back in? Those are fun. Those are the only times they ever want to talk to you. But no, so
oh God.
What happened was I decided to work out with him. This guy is 6'3", which is 2 meters tall, I want to say. I'm not even gonna look. But
that's tall.
Yeah, he is. Like, he was super tall. But the thing is, he was skinny as hell. While I was 90 pounds, he was like 160. Which,
oof, wow.
Yeah. So like he was lanky as hell, but like he could eat whatever the hell he wanted, but he would just always stay that weight. And so I decided to, with him, work out for 3 months straight and like force him to eat as much protein as he could so he can bulk up. And he looked great. He got up to 185 pounds and things were going great. Like he was happy. He was like really in shape and all that stuff. And then he went on vacation and didn't work out and forgot to eat. And he went back down to 160 in literally a week. 1 week he went from 185 to 160. I was just like, how is that possible?
See, that's one of the reasons why I don't really want to work out, because it takes high maintenance and it's gone so fast.
I get that. Like when I used to be in great shape, honestly, I went to the gym every single day, not because I was like, oh my god, I need it. I was more like, no, it just made me feel good. Like I actually loved just feeling, oh, hey, my body actually feels like I can actually do something.
Yeah, I get that.
I totally don't miss it right now.
Totally not.
But no, oh man, we've been going for 26 minutes and we don't even know what we're talking about. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, we have no idea where this goes. And that's so not how I'm used to working.
I know, right? I'm just chaos. That's why I'm a chaotic neutral. I don't care what happens. Just something will happen. That's all I can tell. I mean, that's the story of my life right there.
So I guess I could give some behind the scenes of my podcast.
Oh yeah? Go ahead.
Actually, the name of this podcast, everyone else has a podcast. I thought it could be fun to just invite other people who also has a podcast. Because I do.
Right? That's what I was initially thinking. That I thought myself, I only know like 3 people personally that have a podcast.
Yeah.
So I think that would run out of people real quick.
Yeah. I mean, the rotation would start super fast.
Yeah. Although, then again, I think about like the Rooster Teeth podcast, how they have weekly. And they go for an hour and a half every single week. But then again, it's a company. But it's mainly for people that... Stop it, dog. It's mainly for people that are on the couch the entire time just talking about random things.
Right.
And mainly complaining about airports and travel in Austin.
Cool.
Right?
I can relate to 2 out of 3 of those.
Right? Like it's funny when Bernie, basically the founder of Rooster Teeth, whenever he goes on a Tesla rant, they do a lower thirds of him saying Emmy award winning Tesla owner.
That's amazing.
It is so hilarious. But anyways, yeah, go behind the scene. Tell me how bad I'm doing at my job.
So, I mean, I am sort of a control freak. And I think this is because of my experience in like movie making and stuff.
Oh, you have to be
clear communication is key. So I always ahead of time plan out, okay, so for this show we are going to talk about this and this, and give them some time to think about it. And before recording, I write a script for the opening, so I say the right things and the right jokes and whatnot.
Right.
And when jumping into like news segments and stuff, I have basically written a whole script about what I want to say, at least in the presentation of it. And then when I've presented that news topic, we go into a discussion.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I have everything planned out because I don't want anything to go wrong, and I don't want to end up in the situation where I don't know what to say.
You mean like now what?
A bit like right now.
Nah,
yeah.
It's fine. Honestly, I kind of wish I was the same way. I kind of wish I can plan stuff but for whatever reason, every single time I try to plan something, it's literally Cosmironic, if you will. For me, it's like everything in the universe just attacks me at once. I remember one time I wrote a script out and I was gonna work on a video with Ice. I spent 3 hours on this script and I was so proud of it, and then a thunderstorm happened. And my autosave feature on my Word document that had almost 2,000 words was gone in a day.
Oh my god.
And then I had to go on vacation. That was that was fun. No, the vacation was
technology is great, isn't it?
Oh god, you have no idea, especially working with it. It's amazing. But and that's why I'm always it always reminds me of that joke between like the competition between the devil and Jesus about working on a project, and then there's a thunderstorm. I'm telling great jokes right now. But basically the long story short is like Jesus saves because he saved his documents during a power outage, but the devil didn't. It's a great joke. I'm 100% funny.
Your delivery was amazing.
Worth. Anyways, but yeah, no, like, so I just kind of like, I kind of had the hands-off approach of like, let's kind of like attack things as they happen because I'm a little bit better at adapting. And creatively, that works actually great for me because it can actually, when I'm working by myself, it works amazing. When I'm working with other people, it turns to it gets bad. It gets bad.
I can see that.
What?
Like if you're very good at adapting to situations while other people aren't, you'll be like, okay, sure, it's fine, and the other will maybe get the impression like, we have no idea what's going on.
I don't know if you have this problem, but sometimes like you have like whenever you're in a group conversation and you start thinking in your head like, okay, I'm going to say this at this part and this at this part, and you start planning in your head. And then all of a sudden, the entire conversation gets stored the other way, and you're just like, "Wait, no, what? I wanted to say this thing." Okay, moments later.
That is literally the story of my life.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. But just imagine that on a grand scale.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say grand, I mean that's literally me just waking up in the morning, being like, "My day's gonna go great." Thunderstorm.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Also, fun fact: yesterday I accidentally ripped off my toenail, so that's not painful.
Oh.
Yeah, I had it.
Damn.
I had an ingrown toenail, which I got rid of part of it. But the thing is if another part of your nail is lifted, it will slowly start lifting up into the point that it wants to start ripping itself off. But the problem is, it's attached to the other side of your toe, and let's just say it's very, very painful to keep it. You don't want to keep it on because you'll start bruising yourself, because if you accidentally catch it on the edge of anything, it will actually like drip into your skin. But it's painful right now. Yeah, that is literally like my toe right now is literally the story of my life.
Constant pain
and constant agony.
Wow.
Just like this show.
Ra-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh man, I should have saved that until like the end of the show. Then that would have been like a perfect segue to end.
Yeah.
And now we just
like the show.
Just like
Thanks
the show.
For coming.
It's like, thanks for coming. It's like, wait, we still have a little more time? What was that?
We're only halfway through. We can't end it now.
Oh boy. Oh, that would be great just to end it right now and then just have it like 20 minutes of dead space and people will be like, and we'll like just have on the screen just saying, "There's more, I promise." And then it's just me like walking back in the room saying, "Oops, I forgot to finish this recording." Just end the recording. It's just dead space.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of.
I mean, I did not sign any contract at all, but there was the rule that this would go for about an hour. So legally, on this very artificial contract, we can't end the show yet.
I mean, technically, I did say an hour somewhere. Where did I say that at? I'm just scrolling up through our stuff. Don't worry, I'll blur 90% of it off. About an hour. Oh, damn it. When are you free this week? Depends for how long and for what. For about an hour for EEHAP.
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 Ooh, you should add an R in front of it.
Rehab?
Yeah.
Let me see. What would the R stand for, though? Really? Everyone else.
Really?
Really? Everyone else has a podcast.
Everyone really does.
Yeah. We'll just say that the R is silent. No. We'll say we pronounce the R, but the R is actually not there.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse silent letter.
It's there, but it's not. It's Schrodinger's R.
Schrodinger's R. It's there, but it's not. Is it alive? Is it dead?
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't care. We killed it.
Yeah.
Joke's over. Just
the end. And scene.
And scene. Even though we still have 25 minutes left. Don't worry about that part, guys. Anyways, let's see. What else can we talk about today? You know what game?
So I went to a retro gaming market today.
Ooh, how was that?
Very empty. There was only one guy there.
Like one guy selling or one guy that's a customer?
One guy selling.
Oh, wow. Okay.
that usually doesn't happen at these types of things. I've been to a few, and this is a first.
At least there's usually at least 3 people.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary how accurate that is. But no, did he even have any good things to sell?
He did. I know him already. I bought a PS1 memory card last week from him. And he was the only one on Facebook being vocal about this thing even being there. So I was a bit curious, like, is this even going to be a thing? But he was there, and I came, so, I mean, it was perfect.
Success!
Yeah.
I mean, did you buy something from him, so at least it was like a successful transaction?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, good.
Because I kind of have the thing like, okay, now I'm here. Now I need to buy something, right?
It's like, I don't want to leave empty-handed. This would be a funny story to tell, but my anxiety is telling me not to do it. That's me on a daily basis. That's me being like, oh, I really don't need this thing from the store, but I'm already here looking for something else I couldn't find. Well, time to buy cat litter, even though I don't have a cat. May or may not be based on a true story. But yeah, speaking of games, you know what game I'm not excited about, even though everyone in the world is?
Oh.
Guess.
Okay, so it's an upcoming game.
Upcoming game very soon.
Very soon. I mean, for our conversation afterwards, I can talk about a game that I'm super excited about that no one else is excited about. But what's coming out soon that everyone's excited about? Oh, I've been so off the grid because I've been so busy at school.
Let me give you a hint.
Okay, give me a hint.
Horse.
Sorry, come again?
Horse.
Oh,
you thought I said well, I mean, there might be that in there too if you go off the first game. It's Red Dead 2.
Oh, right.
That's literally coming out this month, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here, I was like, I like the first game.
Well, I mean, I guess that also reveals that I don't give a crap about Red Dead either.
It's like I don't not give a crap, but it's just like I'm just sitting here like, wow, this game's coming out. I'm not excited. Am I dead on the inside?
I have the first game on PS3, and I couldn't wrap my head around the controls. I thought there were too many.
Yeah,
so I didn't play it that much.
I get that. I think I got to whenever you go to Mexico, which, by the way, I think it's the area of the map doesn't make sense at all, but that's not the point. Because like you have to traverse to Mexico to find like one of the last gangs, and then I kind of stopped caring because there's a certain part in the game where you're on a raft being shot at by like 25 different directions, and it's very easy to die because there's only like 4 walls to be hide behind cover for, and if you choose the wrong one at the wrong time, you'll just get sniped.
Eesh.
It was a fun part of the game. So much fun.
See, I'm starting to think because it's an open world game,
100%.
pretty much. And I thought about other open world games that I like. So I've 4 games I'm gonna talk about here.
Go ahead.
Oblivion, which I could never really get into. Skyrim, which I could get into. Red Dead, which I couldn't get into, and Breath of the Wild, which I could.
God.
But I think it has something to do with the narrative, maybe. Because when you start Breath of the Wild, you know, okay, sure, I need to rescue Zelda, and there's this big giant tower in the distance where Ganon is.
Yeah.
But from then on out, you don't really know what you should do. So that leaves a lot for exploration.
Yeah, the only thing you can do at first, or the only thing the game forces you to do, is just complete the plateau first. That's just so you can get your basic powers out of the way, and then it's like literally, go have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that game.
And I really enjoy that. And Oblivion, for instance, you start in jail, and then you get out of jail, and you get this super important necklace thing that you need to give to the next heir of the throne.
Mm-hmm.
And everything feels super important, but you're left in this open world, and you don't really want to do it. And then I feel like I still need to do it because it's super important, but I don't want to at the same time.
Yeah, I get that.
So I could never really get into it. Skyrim also, like, you get caught in a fight with a dragon and two factions, pretty much. You choose a side, and then when you're out of the fight, you can pretty much do whatever. You get a hint like, you should join the Stormcloaks or the Rebellion or whatever it's called.
Or you can just run off doing whatever you want.
Exactly. There's no pressure, really. So that's why I think I like that more as well.
I get that.
And from memory, keep in mind I haven't played Red Dead in years. It's also very focused on narrative.
I think the first 4 hours you really can't do any side mission. If I remember correctly, again, it's been years for me too. I think like the first 4 hours you are kind of stuck on a path.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because when you get out of that 4 hours, you need to do this before doing anything thing, then I feel like I should do the narrative, but I want to do other stuff. Then I don't know if I'm doing the right thing that the game wants me to do.
Yeah.
So that's a weird paradox I have with open world games, I think.
That's actually probably why I really love the Spider-Man game, like the new one.
Oh, I want that so badly.
It's so good just because of the fact that like the main story is fun and you want to complete it. However, it's so easy to, like, whenever you're swinging to your destination, all of a sudden there's a crime happening, and it's so fluid that you literally just swing down, fight the crime, and then go back on it without missing a beat.
Cool.
It's really cool. Honestly, to me, it's a game that I'm okay if it was just a games as a service. Like, you know how sometimes like that's a big industry word is like game as a service now.
Yeah.
I think I would be okay if that was it, and they just updated the story like every month or so. Like, I think I would be 100% cool with that because the actual game itself, I can literally just swing around Manhattan for hours on end without doing any stories because it's that much fun.
Cool. It sounds amazing.
It really is, and not only that, but like there's a lot of dialogue that was recorded for it, and I think I'm in the process of 100%ing the game because I already completed the main campaign, and I think I've only heard the same voice line a handful of times, and I think I've already put like 20 plus hours into the game.
Huh, wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's really fun. Although there are some missions that are really, really annoying that I really, really hate.
Well, that's that in any game.
Yeah. It's like, for example, this is not much spoiling anything because it's like a side mission. It's not a real mission. You had to swing through rings, and you have a timer, and you had to get this high score, and it's like
that sounds like Superman 64.
It's 100% Superman 64, only not entirely horrible.
Well, it doesn't take much.
Yeah, I remember I watched that GDQ or the SGDQ wherever they did that Superman 64. That run's amazing.
That's so funny.
That run was just awful. And the best part is they got an RTA world record during that stream. That was awesome.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Superman, do you think the next Rocksteady game is going to be Superman?
Who's like Rocksteady again?
They're the creators of Arkham.
Oh, wow. Oof, I hope not.
Well, because like that's the thing is like they haven't made a game since Arkham Knight, and everyone knows that they're making a game, and they're still technically with Warner Brothers. Everyone's kind of interested for a Superman game. I don't know if you can ever make a good Superman game.
He's too overpowered, man.
That's the entire point. And like it's literally you either have to underpower him so hard that it's like literally he's wearing a kryptonite suit, and then all of a sudden you're gonna have freaking, oh my god, what's that game? There's a third one of it coming out with Terry Crews.
Crackdown.
There we go. It's basically just gonna be you playing Crackdown.
Yeah,
that's the word I was looking for. Like that's the thing is like I don't know if you can ever have a good Superman game. I also don't think you can ever have a good Flash game because it would just be QuickTime events the entire time.
Yeah.
Because literally no human being in the world can actually react as fast as he can.
Mm. And that's why I don't like Sonic games.
Don't tell Gum that. Gum,
I know.
Stop listening.
I'm sorry, Gum. I don't like Sonic games.
Don't worry, Gum. If you ever listen to this podcast, I'll have something on the screen that tells you to mute it and when to put it back up.
Yep. So for the sake of Gum, I'm not going into details. I just don't think speed is a good game mechanic.
It isn't, for my opinion, unless like. See, here's the thing. I'm okay with some Sonic games because, like, for example, Sonic Mania. I like that game a lot. It's so much fun just because it knows when to basically go fast and just letting you not take control overall, and when to actually slow you down. Like it actually has good pacing. Speed can be good in game if there's pacing. That's the problem. Most people don't know what pacing is ever. Like
right.
Especially when I was in school for creative writing, I was taught how to hate books because I couldn't read anything anymore for pleasure for a few years because I can literally see every technique that the author uses. I'm just like, you didn't do that right. Come on, you're better than this. No, why'd you keep this in here? You should have edited this part out. What is wrong with you? Yeah, that's me.
See, I have the same, but not because I've read fiction analytically. Well, I think it's because I can't read books like for my own pleasure. I can't do that, and I think it's because of school. Pretty much. I associate books with school and homework, and we would get like fictional novels, of course, during school that you would have to analyze or write something about. And it was such a drag to go through them because I don't want to read this. I'm a slow reader. I'm spending so much time on this.
I get that.
So honestly,
like that was, luckily for me, my mom always read to me when I was a kid and actually got me into reading. Also, we had this thing in Texas schools about AR points, where you literally, after you read a book, you took a test, and you can kind of get as many as you can at the end of the year. And there was like competition between me and two other people, and I won 2 years, and it was awesome. Yeah, in elementary, which was grade 1 through 4 in my school. So 2 of the years I was the top in my grade. That was awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I get that. I 100% get that just because of the fact that I've seen, like, we read great books in high school. Like, my school, we did, but everyone hated it because of the fact that we had to read it and overanalyze it. Like, for example, we read The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Like, great, fantastic book. One that actually makes you think about the time period that it's in. Everyone hated it. It was like, I don't want to read this. I don't want to take tests. I'm like, this is sad. It's like that's the thing I hate about school is the fact that it teaches everyone to hate something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just like it makes me so sad. I'm just like, these are great books. And so that's why I hope I've never become an author who's on a school reading list, because then I'd be like, yay, I have people that hate me.
Oof. Actually, just saying anything ever online, someone will hate you for it.
Ain't that the truth? Don't look through my Twitter feed. I've gotten into pointless arguments with people that I'm just sad with. I'm just like, But anyways, no. So basically, that's actually funny thing is I really don't have time to read books anymore. I actually love audiobooks now, because whenever I'm just walking, like especially now that I have a dog again, I can actually go and just listen to like 20 minutes at a time while taking him for a walk, and it's actually really relaxing, especially because most audiobooks are actually professionally read.
Yeah.
And so it's not like the monotone voice that will make you go to sleep. It's actually kind of interesting.
Cool.
Right? And that's why this podcast is brought to you by... No, I'm kidding.
by Audible. Like
by Audible. Else. Use the checkout code. This is not really sponsored. Oh, God. If anyone ever decides to sponsor me, they're going to be in for a treat. Trust me, no one ever will.
I just find it confusing that some big YouTubers are sponsored by Fortnite, and they need to do like a Fortnite ad in their videos. Like, who doesn't know about Fortnite? This is like so pointless.
It's literally the new Candy Crush.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, Fortnite is actually a fun game itself.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's literally, it kind of has the Overwatch problem right now where the community sucks.
Oh. But it has no global chat, right?
God, global chat's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just think Overwatch would be so much better if it didn't have global chat.
And also it would be so much better if if the report system actually worked.
It worked once for me.
I think I put in the past 3 months, I think I put in about like 20 reports. I think one. No, because I've gotten some people that decide to use some certain words in 2018 liberally, and I'm just like, stop. Just stop. What's wrong with you people? Can we just play a game? I just want to be May and be cute.
Exactly. I don't really play Overwatch anymore because of that reason.
Yeah. Well, here, how about we move to another topic about Overwatch, but will make us both happy. Mm-hmm. Who do you ship in Overwatch?
Oh, God.
This is a real question.
Like putting two characters together?
Shipping them, yes.
First thing to come to my mind, that's gonna be Reinhardt and Ana, I think.
God, everyone loves that pairing just because they're so like. If you ever like just listen to their interactions together, especially when they're like, when Reinhardt finds out that Anna's alive, it's just so heartwarming.
Yeah,
I'm just like, aw. Meanwhile, I'm over here just loving/hating Mercy Genji.
Mercy Genji,
dude. If you ever read the comics, they have a hint that Mercy and Genji are a little bit closer, but then you play the game and every single Mercy player hates every single Genji player in the world.
Yeah.
And it's so perfect. I love it.
I need healing. Like, I know.
My favorite thing ever is when they finally added in that voice line of Genji just saying, "No, you need healing." Oh, that's the best voice line ever.
Damn.
But yeah, here's to hoping that Overwatch finally has a story mode in 10 years.
Yeah.
And hopefully maybe your country might have a Overwatch League team soon.
I mean, at most it would be like a Scandinavian team and not just Denmark. Because, I mean, if you look at Florida Mayhem, they mostly have Swedes on their team.
Yeah. It's kind of like how the London team is just Korean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. Also, I really do feel bad for you guys because of the fact that your watch times over there are horrible.
Yeah.
That's just bad.
So I just really want to get enough Overwatch League tokens so I can buy another skin. and it
Which
takes
one
forever because I can't watch it.
Just do what I do. Leave the Twitch page on, and like I don't even watch all of it. I just leave it on until the end. And sometimes
I probably should do that.
I definitely 100% accidentally came back to my computer the next day and realized that the Twitch page is still on the same, and it's just watching the rewatch. I'm just like, oh, maybe there should be like a Netflix feature wherever it just automatically asks you after watching 5 episodes in a row, are you sure you're still alive?
Yeah, alive. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about Netflix is when it's like, hey, are you sure you're still watching this? Are you making good life decisions in your life? And everyone just gets mad at it and saying, no, I'm still watching this.
No, let me ruin my life in peace, yo.
I don't care for the fact that I've been stuck to this couch for the past 18 hours.
It's my decision, okay? I made an active choice to not doing anything.
You mean a passive choice?
I guess so, yeah.
That was my one clever joke of the day.
Cheesh.
And that's where we should end the podcast today. We've been going for 56 minutes, so that should be good enough. I'm just going to end it on that horrible joke.
Yeah. Perfect. I have nothing
Anyways,
to add.
That's the only way I could think of ending this podcast is just that joke.
A horrible joke that went wrong, yeah.
Anyways, guys, that was EEHAP or Rehap if you're asking Cosmo. Everyone else has a podcast. My name's Nick or Rykos, whatever the hell you want to call me. Thank you again so much for joining me, Cosmo.
It's a pleasure.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
That's a word I use to describe things. All right. I will see you guys later, and hopefully this will actually become a regular thing.
Yeah.
Play the outro music.
Return.
Right? That'd be fun. Like have a what happened to him? What?
Next time in Cosmironic's life.
Just depressing stuff.
Oh no, please don't.
All right, future me, play us out with random music that you just found on the internet that's royalty free.